Hmm. Oh no. We're getting the full vintage gauntlet here. Yeah, I thought that Bazaar was too much, Cho. Right, I considered Mana Crypt, but I also considered we were a standstill deck. I'm just not 100% sure Mana Crypt is the right idea. I definitely considered that. I'm just not convinced that that's what we want to do, but it could definitely be. I think like you could definitely make this deck like 4 hollow ones, Bazaar, Riftstone Portal, but then I just think the deck is like it's too all in on the graveyard. Alright, do I care about this card against Dredge? I mean, I can't stand still. I feel like we might need to counter it just to buy ourselves some time. Yeah. We'll have to think about Moxen and Mana Crypt. It's definitely a consideration. The problem is a couple of these cyclers are colored mana. Like, Cast Out is not going to be cycled off of anything, which is kind of a problem. But obviously, Lay Claim is too colorless, so that's kind of nice. I feel like we're going to need to buy ourselves time here. I feel like it's not going to be enough time, but that's a separate problem. Maybe we'll draw Strip Mine off the top. It's a possibility. I'm gonna try to figure out if I should really get a Tundra here instead. I feel like if it shows too much, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get Tundra. I mean, depending on their dredges, if they have like a second Bazaar, we might concede. I guess we showed them Standstill, so at this point, the jig is kind of up no matter what. That's a good dredge. Is it right there to dredge without activating this first? Interesting. They hit double dredger, so I mean it all works out, but those were kind of bad dredges. Next turn we get double Icarid. This seems like really bad. I don't think I put enough things in my sideboard for dredge, so we're probably just gonna get rolled in 2 games, but how can I even salvage this? I guess I could lay claim a Bazaar, but it's a little too late, right? I guess the thing becomes like, do we concede right now to not show them this stuff? The problem is they're going to be bringing in Force of Vigor anyways because a standstill deck would likely play Rest in Peace. I'm just trying to figure if we have a winning line, right? If we draw into Strip Mine, can we even win from here with a Strip Mine? Seems unlikely. I'm gonna concede. I just don't think. Alright, well, that's good. Alright, we have Grafdigger's Cages, we have Ashiok, we have Moat. Moat doesn't seem like it's super good. It's like okay. They're like a 4 Vigor Narcomoeba. It might be good enough. I don't really think we want any of these other things. I don't really think we want Remora either, though. But this isn't like a cast out matchup, right? We don't really want cast outs, but we don't want standstills either. So we might have multiple. We don't really want negations either. So we might want to bring in like a bunch of other stuff. Maybe we're just keeping cast out because it cycles. Because negation is like pretty garbage against Dredge. Standstill's never going to be good against Dredge. You think Nodes is good? I don't really know if it's even like. I don't feel like that card's going to do very. I guess it's good against Hollow One. Maybe it's reasonable because it's good against Hollow One. Luster better than Remora? Maybe. Maybe that's true. Don't think it's very good no matter what. I feel like this could work. Do we still want Misstep? Just for therapy and other Misstep? Seems kind of loose, but also it's not like we have more cards that we want. Oh, let's go to something like this. Try something like this. We could easily put more cards in our sideboard for Dredge. I just think Dredge is kind of on a... I could say Dredge is on a downturn, but Dredge had an insane challenge weekend. Dredge had like 2 challenges with a 68% win rate or something insane. Yeah, alright. Is Nodes worse than Seal? I don't know, maybe. Like here, I think we just play Library, pass. That way we get to activate our Library and play like Nodes or Cage. Probably Cage. There's no enchantment that hits graveyards that's not like Rest in Peace where it's symmetrical, right? Can't think of one. Is there an enchantment that just hits my opponent's graveyard? Feel like that people would play it. Leyline. Yeah, but maybe we do want Leyline. I don't know. I hate Leyline in Vintage right now. I think the card is so bad because every deck you want Leyline verse just has a bunch of Force of Vigors. I guess all of these things are gonna get Force of Vigored, so. I guess I can't complain about Force of Vigor in my deck with all enchantments. I kind of did this to myself. Oh, they pitched Force of Vigor. Okay. They pitched 1 Dredger. Well, I think we're just supposed to get a Cage into play here. Seems like the ideal situation. Alright, so if this gets forced, we just force back. Pitching, Shark Typhoon. Because I think we can just jam it to Fairy next turn, and that's okay. I don't think they'll have 2 counters here. Alright, so this is good. This is a good start. Are they going to natural draw? I would assume so. No, they dredged. Okay. Oh, maybe they have a second Force of Vigor in their hand and they dredged a green card? That would be unfortunate. There's really no way for us to play around it. Like, putting Teferi in play will stop future Force of Vigors. But if they have one right now, obviously, we just have to deal. Teferi's pretty good here, though. No, we're not. We can't play around this. The only way we can play around this is to like start cycling. But they're still gonna do it at end of turn. I have 1 cycle. I would much rather get my Teferi in play. I think. Currently they have no dredgers in their yard, but they have 1 card to pitch. I guess I can plus. No, I don't think so, hashtag. I don't think that's a winning line. Two Bazaars is a problem, though. 2 Bazaars is a problem. Missed on Dredgers there. That's really good. How long can I have them miss on Dredgers, though? They missed on Dredgers again. Wow. But they could find a black creature for Icarid. Is it worth it to use my Teferi, having it die to Icarid? Probably. I guess I could cycle into a Moxen, so I would rather start by cycling. So if I can cycle into another Lay Claim, and I don't die right away, I could take both the Bazaars. Man. When there are no creatures, it dies, so that would be bad. Cast out, okay. I guess I'll play this snow-covered island because if I draw an Ancestral, I can Sanctuary it next turn. But if that's the case, there's no reason that I shouldn't just cycle this now. Just cycle this now. I could still hit Strip Mine or Cage, I guess. But I did not. Alright. So opponent's got 4 looks for... I mean, it's like way high. It's like... If they missed on the first one, they have 4 looks for this Icarid to find a black creature. Pretty high likelihood of finding a Dredger or a black creature at some point here. They found a creature, but no Dredger still, which is great. We're lucking out very highly lucking out. There's gotta be some English there. We're lucking out greatly. No Dredger again, but they can kill my Teferi if they want to. And they probably will, because they'll get back on an Amalgam that way. Amalgam. I can't say it without the R, guys. It's too late. That one's lost. It's a lost cause. The imaginary R is there, and you cannot persuade me otherwise. Alright, so we get to lay claim to 1 Bazaar. And then we can maybe replenish again after using our Bazaar or something. Maybe? I don't know. We don't have that much more options than that. I guess we could lay claim to the Amalgam if we wanted to. But I guess we'll just cast out the Amalgam. So we'll just lay claim to a Bazaar. Ooh, there are bridges right now? I guess that's a problem too. We are currently playing blue-white. Not a good draw. Not a good draw. Not a good draw. Destroy the creature with the least power. So I guess we definitely want a nodes. So we just go nodes replenish. I think we do want to just crack for there's nothing to put on top, but I do think we want to use all 5 of our mana here. I do think that we want to take a Bazaar away. It might be good for... It might be good for us to, like, be able to maybe trigger another replenish or something. Alright, and it obviously stops them from activating a ton. So they hit no Dredgers in their top 21 cards, which was great for us. Let's see if they hit one now. They hit a Nicoride. Sorry, they hit a. I mean, they did hit a Nicoride, but they also hit a Stinkweed Imp. I would assume this person would maybe use the Ichorid on the Ichorid and then dredge the Stinkweed Imp in their draw step. They could also choose to just not bring back an Ichorid this turn, but the Ichorid is 2 zombies, so I think that's probably worth it for them. Yep. So then they get to dredge a Stinkweed Imp, which hit no more dredgers, which is completely nuts. But the creeping chills are kind of adding up at this point. I'm about to take 7 down to 6, and then they get 2 more zombies. Oh no. I don't know if we're gonna have be able to, like, survive this. I can't break these bridges, right? Because I don't have any creatures. If we replenish a moat, yeah, that would work. Alright, get wrecked, zombie. I'm surprised we have, like, all of the things we have right now, so I don't know, like, how good special tech are. Alright, so we're really looking for something sweet here. We have a Bazaar, though. Teferi. Doesn't really do anything, right? We get to bounce a zombie, and then we still die. So if we bounced into a moat, we would need 7 mana, and so if we go pitch, 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 and then I only have 6 mana. If we draw into Cage, I would go to 2. So pitch, pitch, pitch. Guess that's the best line. They need to make sure that they pitch the Stinkweed Imp to the Ichorid. But as long as they do that, we are dead. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put enough cards for this matchup, so. Yeah. Moat. That would have been the 3rd draw, right? Draw this, draw 2 off Bazaar, pitch, 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 replenish. We would have had it. I mean, we would have probably gotten Creeping Chilled and died, but we were pretty lucky opponent didn't find a dredger forever, so I think that game is not, even though we didn't win, I still don't think that game was, like, very representative of how that match would typically go. I think we just need, like, a million more sideboard cards if you want to make it competitive. I chose not to, really. We could definitely make it competitive, I think, but yeah, I think that Moat is a pretty good catch-all right now in Vintage. I don't have a problem with that. Like, we could make, like, the problem with Ashiok is she's typically too slow for Dredge. Yeah, what up, Cliffy? How you doing? I mean, we have a lot of sideboard cards that hit a lot of different things. We have to choose which matchups we want to focus on, so thank you. I appreciate that. We're having some fun tonight. We had a solid round 1. Round 2, not so much, but well, people have been ignoring Dredge for months now, and Dredge responded with a double 68% win rate in 2 challenges, so For sure. Dredge is pretty polarizing like that. It can get you.